Basically, I'm a wildlife artist trapped in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to show you around my home gallery, and this is what we got for starters. This is one of my favorite pieces right here. This is a piece about wildlife that I like doing most, and what I enjoy doing most is wildlife. I'm down south country boy, and I've always painted wildlife, always been around wildlife, so this is one of my first pieces in my gallery right here. Alright, this is, these are some older pieces right here. These are in tribute to my grandfather, a down south country man who always plowed a mule. Some of my first experience with fishing right here on this one. Right here, working in the garden. This is called Grandma's garden right here. This is what I used to do in my grandmother's garden. Actually, we used to get grass around the turnips so the turnips would grow faster, so the sunlight would get to them even more. Alright, on to the wildlife section. This is a wildlife. I always have loved painting wildlife. This is a lion. This is called Ramon's Reflections. This is actually reflections of a lion in the water, and as you see in this picture, what's very striking is the eyes are different because that's a reflection of who he is. This is the Hidden. This is one of my first published independent descriptive pieces. Independent, when I say independent, I mean I did it myself and I put it out there, paid for it, put it out there myself. It's pretty much like all my artwork, it's independent. These are the zebras. This is called On Guard. I got stuff stacked on top of each other because I just like to paint all the time. And this is called Marching On. This is my tribute to elephants. The matrix is always at the front. And then this is start with the oldest in the group, and then it goes from the oldest to the sisters, to the daughters, and to the sisters, to the daughters, to the baby. And these are also some hand-painted vases, however you want to state. These are hand-painted, have a little dust on them. Turn around, let's get a look at those. I like painting sea life, wildlife also. Get a good look at that. Alright, and then we have, I think this is my second piece. This is second sports piece, right? This is Vince Carter, one of my favorite athletes. He's very down-to-earth guy, no tattoos, no earrings. I like that. You see people always focused on the game. Turn around this way. This is one of my favorite Atlanta athletes. This is Mike Vick. I stated here from college to the throwback jerseys to the jerseys what we have today. I think we're going back to the throwback jerseys this year, but I like to state that, and when I go to schools I explain to the kids, you have to get an education, you have to start here, and you work your way up, and you go to college, and this is where he was in college, and this is where he is in the pros now, so he worked hard to get there. Alright, working our way around here. We got giraffes. Okay, this is called Ambush. As you can see right here, we got a male lion over here and a female lion over here. The female lion is always the ones that do the hunting. This is kind of like a series. I painted a series of lions, which you'll see in a second. And also this is, these are gazelles, Thompson gazelles. These are two males fighting over male dominance over herd. And so we go right on into the series. Okay, and right here we have Thompson gazelles in the background. This is kind of what it leads up to. This is called Mawing and Yawning. This is, these are two cheetahs on an anthill getting ready to go out and take something down. This would probably be two male cheetahs because females and male cheetahs don't hunt together. So it's always probably two males, brothers and sisters, or sisters and brothers that hunt together. Okay, on up to the lions. This is called Three Kings. This is kind of like the baby, the father, and the stepfather. Males always, lions always stay together as far as in the pride, and they take over pride, and they always raise their own. Okay, this is, here we go right here. This is called one of my favorite pieces. It's called The Waiting Game. This is a tribute to lions. This is reflections in the water, and the water, you have to wait to get to the water to drink. These are zebras and wildebeest waiting to come down the drinks, and this eventually is going to lead to takedown. This is the takedown right here. This is when the female lions always do the hunting, and so this is one of the zebras from the takedown. This is kind of like a series over here. And here we have the chase. Okay, we have the pick out the weakest one or they pick out the oldest one, they take him down. And this would probably be one of the earliest scenes. Like in the morning before they got up and hunt. This is called a pride. Where before they go out and hunt, they actually get themselves together and do a little grooming, and they all get together and go out and hunt. And the males don't ever hunt, but they just always hang around and wait to eat. They just take care of the pride. Okay, and this over here, these are some small ones on the floor. These are some cheetahs on the floor. And here is a cheetah also. This is a cheetah and a cub. And here is up top is a leopard. This is called the chase. I get a lot of inspiration from National Geographic television. The chase is something that happens. We have jaguars here. This is another jaguar. We got two jaguars right here. This is called Dress to Kill. This is 24 by 36, and this is 24 by 20. It's called Dress to Kill and Jaguar's View. Okay, we're on llama right here. Now we get to the lions. Okay, tigers actually. These are tigers. This is called Leap of Life. I was inspired to do this by watching Bengal tigers on television, and they're completely different hunters from everyone else. They're usually loners. They hunt together. They're probably sister and brother. Their nature. And down here on the bottom, we have we're going back to like country scene. This is called the outhouse. The outhouse is a tribute, kind of like to my grandmother and my grandfather, because I grew up in a house like this. And so we got the outhouse, and right, this would be the outhouse right here. We were tractors, and we used to draw water from the well outside. So this is a kind of a tribute to them right there. Okay, over here we got red barn, and we have the last stand. This is kind of in tribute to the male elephants, because in Africa the elephants are being exterminated because the people want their ivory. They kill them for their ivory, their tusks. And right here we got Ken Griffey Jr., one of my favorite athletes also. And the day I finished this painting was the day he got traded to the Cincinnati Reds. And we got Damian Easley jumping over him at second base, played for Detroit Tigers, and Ken Griffey sliding in. Right here, Andrew Jones, another one of our favorite athletes. He plays for the Atlanta Braves, center fielder. Okay, and here we have some stuff I did with a young lady. Her name is Damaris Hardiman. This is the only thing when I've ever painted with someone, and we had an opportunity to paint together. And all the paintings are numbered. These are the first ones that we've done together. And we also have a show at a place called Apache, where we just split straight down the middle. We sketch everything out. I paint this side. Well, she actually paints this side, and I paint that side. And we did a whole series of paintings that way. We probably did about 20 paintings that way. And these are some of the paintings these are the end results. She paints one side and I paint the other side. We probably paint together about 3 months. And these right here, this is a cat. These are some paintings that I do with students. I also teach beginners as far as like 101 with art. People that are interested in painting. These are some of their paintings here on the table, which I have, which we paint. They paint it, and these are some of the ones that I got a chance to keep. This is Damaris, who's a very nice friend of mine. She gave me that painting because we work together a lot. We exchange paintings a lot, kind of like collecting art. This piece has been sitting here for a while. I'm redoing the background on it, so it's been sitting here for a while. I got to go ahead and try to finish that. I'll start with these over here. This is kind of a tribute to Jacob Lawrence. Jacob Lawrence was an artist who started painting in the early 1900s. Through plenty trials and tribulations, he didn't do faces a lot, but his paintings, his actions spoke for himself. This is one of my favorite ones. It's called Black Folk Family Reunion. This is in kind of in tribute to country folks in the South. We really don't ever get together and have a reunion until someone has died or passed on. And so that's why I got the name Black Folk Family Reunion. Michael Vick. Once again, we're going from college to pro. Right here, he's going to be playing against the Packers, because it was going to be snowing in the background. Actually, it is going to be snowing in the background. day we lost in the series, I stopped painting that one, so it's been hanging there for a while. And up top, we got another wildlife scene, which is supposed to be a 3-part series. We got rhino and zebras, and it's going to be called Drinking by the Moonlight. Over here, we're going to have gazelles. Right over here now, we have Ali. Got this little autograph